Over the past few weeks, more and more leaks have pointed toward a possible Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide, a wider version of the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. And honestly, this might be the most excited I've been about a foldable in years. Samsung has already refined the Fold series beautifully. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 made the design thinner, lighter, and more polished than ever. But one complaint has remained: the tall, narrow outer display and the somewhat boxy inner screen aspect ratio. That's where the Wide edition could change everything. If rumors are accurate, this new Fold could feature a shorter, wider design, similar to what we saw with the original Google Pixel Fold. And design-wise, that phone was onto something. The wider front screen made it feel more natural to type on, easier to use one-handed, and far better for watching content in landscape mode. The problem with the Pixel Fold wasn't the shape, it was the price-to-performance ratio. But imagine that same concept, perfected by Samsung's 8th generation foldable experience. Leaks suggest that when unfolded, the Z Fold 8 Wide could feature a 16:10 style aspect ratio. That means less letterboxing when watching YouTube or Netflix, less wasted space, and a better gaming experience overall. If you've ever rotated a Fold sideways and seen those huge black bars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. This wider Fold would likely launch right around the time Apple is expected to debut its first foldable, the iPhone Fold. Early mock-ups of Apple's device suggest a shorter, wider design too, very similar to the Pixel Fold's footprint. So if Samsung launches a wide edition first, it could directly compete with Apple's form factor, but with years of foldable refinement already under its belt. And let's talk power. By the time this phone arrives, we're expecting Samsung to use the latest flagship silicon, possibly something like a next-gen Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. Combine that with Samsung's display dominance, Hinge durability improvements, and software optimization, and you could have the ultimate multimedia foldable. Samsung has already proven it leads in foldables. We've seen the Fold series evolve generation after generation. The Flip line continues to improve. And they even introduced the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition, pushing the boundaries even further. But the Z Fold 8 Wide might be the sweet spot. Not experimental, not ultra-niche, just a smarter shape, one that fixes content consumption, gaming, and everyday usability in one move. If this launches in the usual summer window, June or July, 2026 could end up being one of the most exciting years for smartphones in a long time. Foldables are maturing, designs are diversifying, and competition is heating up again. So the big question is, would you prefer a wider, shorter Fold over the traditional tall design? Because if Samsung pulls this off, the Fold might finally feel perfect.